Hey there, Prepper Marine 81 here. Today I'm going to be going over a product that I did an initial review on a while back on Frog Lube. It's a plant-based CLP. If you haven't watched that, go ahead and check it out if you want to. It's kind of my initial thoughts on it, and I show you a little bit about the product, the way it looks and everything, and how you're supposed to apply it and all the details of that. So if you're thinking about it or you've just purchased it and you want a little bit of advice as far as like how you're supposed to use the product, go ahead and check that video out. This is going to be more of a after the fact review. I wanted to wait a little bit until I had got some more rounds down range, and especially because the manufacturer of this product says that they want you to repeat this process of application 2 to 3 times before your weapon system has maximum protection from it. So I wanted to wait until after I had already gone past that to give you a better review of this. Because if there was going to be any kind of hiccups or problems, I knew that's when it was going to rear its ugly head. And we're sitting at about 500-600 rounds on this G22 running with the Frog Lube. Now, one interesting thing is, aside from one box of ammo, this particular G22 has ran with nothing but Frog Lube in it. Now, for me, especially with it being a new weapon and going through that break-in period, this is an excellent chance for Frog Lube to kind of show what it's made of in a real good test of it. So after I got the 500-600 rounds, and after I gone through the whole process of application and cleaning 2-3 times, the weapon is officially quote-unquote seasoned, as they say. This is what I think of it. It is effing amazing. Now, I'm not getting paid from Frog Lube to do this. They're not giving me free product, nothing. This is just my honest opinion of this product. I have never seen a CLP or a lubricant do some of the things that this stuff is capable of, or perform as well. Now, what I mean by that is little things that normal CLPs don't really do, or if they do, it's at a very small degree, is change the overall performance of the firearm, or I should say improve it, not just change it. Now, there are some lubricants that, or CLPs that work well, do what their job is pretty well. But in my opinion, what I've seen, and I'm not an experienced shooter here, and I'm not new to the firearms world. I own my own business that does it. I've been around them since I was a kid. I've shot since I was a kid. I'm a Marine. You name it, I've probably seen it go wrong with the firearm, and especially issues with lubricants or CLPs. To be honest with you folks, I don't think I'm probably going to use any other lubricant or CLP in any of the weapons I own or that I purchase in the future, or recommend any other lubricant or CLP to anybody else except for this product. Now that might seem real way out there, like whoa, 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 like you nothing? No, nothing. There are so many benefits to this product and things that I've seen that it does better. I won't recommend any other product to anybody. That's just what I'm going to do, being honest. I'll go into a little bit why. Okay, now after, I've gone through the whole process of break-in period with this firearm, I'm past, 500, somewhere around 600 rounds. This particular weapon has basically only used Frog Lube since day one, with the exception of one box, as I said. And this is with changing out a lot of parts, doing a lot of things that typically would cause a weapon system to malfunction, and especially during that break-in period, changing out parts, using different magazines, using a bunch of crappy ammo, changing a bunch of different ammos, you name it, and not a single malfunction, not one malfunction, not stovepipe failure to feed, failure to eject, none of it, nothing. And one thing that I did notice is that it does exactly what they say it does. After you use this 2-3 times with cleaning and reapplying that process, it gets easier and easier to clean your weapon because that carbon just quite frankly does not adhere to the weapon system at all. None of the components. Now, if you go to the extent that I did as far as cleaning and reapplying to pretty much every metal surface on the inside of the firearm, To me, that's a little bit overkill for most people, and the Frog Lube isn't even saying that's what you need to do. They're just saying to the major components and where you do have any kind of heavy friction in the firearm. But I wanted to go that extra mile, just, why not, right? It's just kind of how I am. This product performed flawlessly. The overall feel of how the weapon is functioning, you can't feel it, and I really wish you could. How the slide on this particular Glock just feels like it's riding on glass. I mean, it is amazing. I felt what it feels like to do polished jobs, like full polished jobs on Glocks, and this has not had that done, mind you, but just because of this product, it feels better than that. Better than a polished job on all the internals to give it a little bit smoother function on the slide in the action. It's phenomenal. One thing that I did mention in the last video that it did remarkably well is if you own Glocks, you'll know that when you pull back the slide, they have a bad tendency of creating this kind of squealing sound from the recoil spring. Now, even with changing the recoil spring out on this and installing a steel guide rod, which made it louder because it was metal on metal and not metal and polymer, after I had applied the heat treatment of the Frog Lube paste to the recoil spring and guide rod, it got rid of it entirely. It does not squeal at all. It's silent. The only thing that you hear are the mechanical components of the weapon functioning. That's it. There's no squealing, there's no squeaks, nothing. Totally silent. Cleared it all out. Now, to me, that's pretty impressive considering, that's just a CLP that's doing that. It's treating the entire surface of the metal in that particular component to the degree that now you don't have a metal-on-metal contact, because that's what creates the squealing noise. If you think about it, it's kind of a no-brainer. Where's the squealing sound coming from? It's the spring being compressed or the spring riding on something that is metal. When that was applied, it quieted that all down. But that's just a little tidbit I thought was pretty cool that it was able to do that. Yeah, I mean, one thing that is also pretty neat about this is the fact that because it's not a it's plant-based product, it's not petroleum-based, that's what I was trying to get at. The carbon naturally will not adhere to the product itself. So just by the chemical properties of this, it's not going to jam up the way other lubricants cause, or do, I should say. So there you have it, folks. I mean, you can form your own opinions about it. Maybe it's not for everybody, but I'll tell you what, I'm severely impressed by this. I found all kinds of different uses for it around the house, around the shop. This stuff is awesome. The only thing that takes a little bit of getting used to is that minty smell. It smells like Bengay or something. I don't know. But that's the only thing that you got to kind of get used to, because I miss the old hoppy smell, that kind of scent. But, that's a small price to pay for what this stuff can do. So there you have it. There's my 2 cents on this. I would highly, highly recommend, find somebody that's got like some samples of it. Try it out. I promise you will not be disappointed with this stuff. I'm super pumped, as you can tell, about it. There you go. Oh, little side note. There are some people that have been PMing me about the newsletter. I've got the issue done. It's going to be coming out within the next couple days. I still do need some addresses from people or payments. So if you're interested in the newsletter, let me know. It's on Edwards Outdoors and Tactical. For those of you that don't know, it's my business that I run here. It's an outdoor and tactical application company. If you'd like to get the newsletter, it goes over all kinds of gun stuff, gear, prepping, all that. Just let me know. For those of you that already told me that you're interested, just get me that info, and then I'll get the issue right out to you as soon as possible. It'll be within a day or two max. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Prep Marine 81 out.